If you've dealt with lower back pain, you know how frustrating it can be. It can be systemic, hard to solve, and you're not really sure what the root cause is. So if your back pain is anything like mine, I hope you'll enjoy these 4 key ideas for how you can improve your lower back. So the 4 keys that have helped me overcome over a decade's worth of on and off lower back pain include movement, strength, flexibility, and then some tips and tricks. Speaking of that pyramid with those 4 different levels, I think it's really easy for us to invert that and to try to solve our lower back problems with the opposite approach, using tips and tricks as a way to try to get out of lower back pain. I used flexibility for years. I just thought yoga will be the solution to my lower back pain. I just need to stretch out those muscles and just have more flexibility. And I can say from experience, that was not enough for me. Strength, it's easy to neglect that, and that has really been the biggest puzzle piece that has led to the longest amount of pain-free periods for me. It was something that I didn't pursue for a long time, but with something as simple as dumbbell swings, I've seen so much progress there. And then movement is just a great foundation to have for anything, and it's easy for us to put that last on our list as well. So if you can get those pyramid blocks in order in the right way, that will go so far in helping you have a long-term strategy for overcoming any back pain. So let's focus on movement first. I've had such a huge helpful resource with this book, How to Be Well, and I really let the chapter on movement speak for itself because they have so many good ideas in there. So you'll see that the first key idea is just that you find the movement that moves you. Find something that you really enjoy and that you can stay after. Move as much as you can. Avoid that sedentary lifestyle, and I love this. Early on in the chapter, they've got how to get strong. So I won't go through the whole chapter, but it is just such a great resource. I love this book for a variety of reasons, but this movement chapter is huge to have on hand, and I feel like it is the best way to really lay a great foundation for lower back health. While this video is not a quick fix-it video, I do have some things linked right at the top of my description underneath, some great resources if that's your problem right now. I hope you'll like this video. If this information is helpful for you, let's keep going. I love LaCroix, guys. Okay, strength. This was my missing link. This was the one area that I drug my feet on, that I never really started to pursue. My husband would frequently tell me, man, we gotta get you stronger. We gotta help you build your posterior chain. We need to help you get more glute strength. And I always just pushed it to the side. And 2020 was the year that I really sat down and told myself, I don't wanna live like this. I don't wanna have this back pain. I will totally do the work that it takes to get strong in order to avoid living like this. And it worked. It has helped so much. Kettlebell swings were my gateway to not having daily back pain anymore during 2020. And I just needed to build, strengthen all of the muscles that help you not rely on the lower back muscles as much. I didn't even realize, since I had never built as much core strength as I would have liked to, or as I have now, I didn't realize how frequently I was relying on my lower back muscles for basic movements when really I needed my glutes and my posterior chain to be involved. So kettlebell swings have been great for me, and I've started getting into more squats and deadlifts. Maybe that's something you're already in, so I hope that it's not the missing link for you as well. But if you're not doing that, just be aware that that might be the piece that would kind of tilt the balance in your favor. Most of what I can speak to in my experience with lower back pain is with that being the primary pain issue. So something I don't feel like this video would be as helpful with is if you have multiple areas where you're experiencing pain. If lower back pain is not kind of the key problem that you're trying to solve, I think it could be a great idea to really get some extra health and make that investment, trying to find someone who can help you move forward as you juggle multiple issues. Okay, third layer, flexibility. That's an easy one for me to talk about. I'm a certified yoga instructor. I really enjoy yoga and pursuing flexibility. I know it's something that's easier for some people to neglect, but I love how many yoga options there are online. Yoga with Adriene is an awesome channel. Go check her out. I know there are other ones as well. I have some of my own yoga videos if you want to check any of those out. But just adding that little bit of stretching either at the beginning of your day or the end or maybe somewhere in between can make a big difference. You want to get rid of that tightness and have a lot of mobility and flexibility, in yoga or some other systematic form of stretching can be a great way to pursue that. Tips and tricks. Y'all, this book, Treat Your Own Back. Somebody mentioned it to me early on in my back pain episode in 2020, and I was like, and I didn't go and buy it. I wish I had gone and bought it. I would buy this book 100 times and just give it to people if I could, because it has been so helpful for me. It is by Robin McKenzie, and his method is incredibly helpful. He is a chiropractor, but his goal is to get you out of the chiropractor's office, which I really appreciate. And he has so many useful things. So I'm just going to share my absolute favorite tip and trick from his book. And just in case you're not going to be able to grab that Treat Your Own Back book, I will totally share with you that the key idea that he shares is maintaining lordosis in your lower back. There's a natural curve that's designed to be there, and there's a lot of ways that we tend to sit and move, especially for longer amounts of time, where we completely lose that lordosis. And so his pictures and diagrams are super helpful, but he really recommends keeping a towel roll or a small pillow in your back if you're going to be sitting in a chair for a long time, driving, or the big one that I found to be super helpful is when I'm dealing with back pain episode, then I will add that to my mattress when I'm sleeping. And he talks about using a towel roll in his book. And it's hugely helpful, super simple, and a great way just to be adding to your lower back health rather than making a slow withdrawal over your whole night sleeping. Also, thinking of my lower back health as an account balance really helped me realize I need to be making more deposits in my lower back health. I am making more withdrawals than I am deposits. So sitting for a long time in chairs, sleeping on a bad mattress, all of those things were withdrawals, and I was not making enough deposits like going on healthy walks or taking time to stretch or getting to the chiropractor. My withdrawals were outweighing my deposits, and that was really leaving me at a deficit. So that became one of my goals, one of my ways of thinking about this. What do I need to do to fill up that account? Another hugely helpful and completely free tip to have in your toolbox is Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet. That's their tagline anyways, and their channel is incredibly comprehensive, super focused on patient education, just to help you be the most equipped to find the solution to whatever your pain problem may be. Incredible resource. So I've linked that below. Make sure to check that out. Just a few other tips that have been really helpful for me when I'm dealing with back pain. I try to avoid sitting in one position, whether it's in the car or at my desk, for longer than 15 to 20 minutes. And that doesn't mean that I can't sit. It means that I try to shift my position. I try to engage my glutes. I try to find a couple different movements before I settle back down and try to repeat that every 15 to 20 minutes. That can make a huge difference. Another thing that can really come in handy is muscle patches. So whether it's icy hot, if that's your thing, or I tend to buy essential oils based muscle relaxing patches, I will put those on if I'm dealing with a lower back pain episode. Another great option to have in your toolbox, I know when we have lower back pain, we tend to think of a chiropractor, but I have found massage to be super helpful as well. I figure if I'm really, really tight and then my chiropractor gets everything all lined up, but then I go walk outside and I'm still really, really tight, it's probably gonna slip back out. I don't know if that's scientific or not, but I have found that when I invest in getting a massage, I can maintain a sense of feeling loose and relaxed and well aligned for the entire time after that, even though it didn't technically include like a chiropractic adjustment. So take that for a grain of salt, but I have found that to be very helpful. I hope those 4 key ideas are super helpful for you. I hope you can get all of these things kind of stacked in your favor so that you're dealing with less lower back pain than more. I certainly feel that I'm at that point in my lower back pain journey. It's not that I don't have issues at all anymore. I am super tall. I probably will always have issues with my lower back, but I feel really well equipped to respond to them when I do. I recently had an episode with lower back pain because I injured myself right above my hip, and I booked a massage. I made sure to get healthy movement. I used some muscle relief patches. I threw my towel roll on my bed every night when I went to sleep, and it was neat to see how all of those factors just helped me respond to support myself through the situation and not panic and feel like, oh, this is just going to be so hard to fix. So it's really great to feel empowered in our journey with health, and I hope that this video did that for you. Have a great day.